Hey, here's Danny, and today I wanted to voice my opinions and thoughts about the whole Star Wars Battlefront loot crates debacle. I know it's the hot thing currently to hate on video games. If it's not new Call of Duty, it's probably a game made by EA, including the business practices they use. And in Star Wars Battlefront's case, it really hits me on the wrong spots. But not for the reasons you might think. And don't get me wrong, I actually like the game, for the most part at least. The time to kill is a bit too high and some of the explosives are a little bit too powerful. But there's nothing that can't be changed. For me, the problem isn't that it might or might not be pay to win, even though some things definitely should be balanced out. But in general it's fine. However, what I really don't like about the game is how the loot crates are woven into the game's DNA. Let's start off with just playing the game. Currently everyone earns the same amount of in-game money depending on how long someone is actually in that match, instead of doing well like it is in practically any other game. Running into the second problem, the cash that you earn isn't very high at all. The highest I got was 380 after a reasonably long round. Then take into consideration that Darth Vader sells for 60,000 and you might have a problem at hand. For easy math's sake, let's just say the match I just mentioned lasted 30 minutes exactly. That would mean it would take around 47 hours to unlock one of the most iconic bad guys in the universe. Which basically means you have to grind a lot, or you can sit in your base and farm it with an anti-AFK macro, I guess. Or you can do the in-game challenges, which is where the game's next issue lies. The payout for those is so incredibly low. A user on Reddit who goes under the name The Hotter Potato said, "You earn for completing every challenge in the game 32,400 in-game credits, which is just a bit halfway of getting Darth Vader. You also have 1275 crafting materials, but more on those later. You also do get 1035 premium crystals and 23 loot crates. However, some of these takes ages to complete, and others require you to already own Luke or Darth Vader in order to do some super specific mission with them. So yeah, good luck clearing those two out." Returning to the scraps, if you collect all the assignments, you can almost level up 3 star cards from rare to epic, which is the last level in line for the star cards. And of course, the game has tons of cards, which can be either bought with scraps, which are stat-based incremental upgrades, or even new abilities, which can be either bought with scraps, which are, as far as I know, only available from loot boxes, and the above mentioned assignments. And of course you can pray to RNG Jesus in the hope you get the one item you actually want. Unless you're unlucky and get a duplicate, and nope, you won't get any scraps from dupes like in the beta, no, you get 200 in-game currency. I do have to mention, I got no idea if the higher ranked dupes give you more money, since I never got those double. Then there is the leveling. Currently you have to be a specific level in order to use a certain level star card, which is okay I guess. If you want to use an epic star card, you have to be level 25. However, after that there is nothing more to level for. Which is made worse by the fact that in order to equip more star cards, you need to unlock 5 or 10 of those just to be able to select a second or third slot. Which doesn't really help either with the sense of progression that plagues the game already. Another thing about the progression, besides that there aren't that many weapons to choose from, you don't earn more weapons by leveling up your class. No, the only way you earn them is by getting kills. 500 kills will unlock the last weapon in line. However, you can earn attachments by doing assignments, which is kinda neat. See, I understand the making game is super expensive and just from the base price alone you might not even break even. And yes, I know there will be new maps, heroes and even a single player mission, and it all has to be paid for. But there must be a better way to post-launch monetize, right? Than almost forcing people to spend real money to progress in the game if they don't want to play for 40 hours just to unlock one thing. Then there is the issue of working with a massive IP like Star Wars, and overly protective companies like LucasArts and Disney. So adding visual customization will be a bitch as well. However, there is a lot of different Rebel and Stormtrooper skins that are all canon to choose from, like the first game had. Which still surprised me, that since Disney apparently greenlit having cross-era heroes, but that's a whole different story. So, what is there to do to make this game great? Let in-game performance decide how much money you will earn. And add more ways to earn scraps so you can craft items. Maybe every time you level up you can get some scraps, I don't know. So the TLDR version. Progression is based on RNG or a really long, tedious or specific assignments. And everything is seemingly super expensive, especially the iconic heroes like Luke and Vader. And besides that, the gameplay is quite nice. Will gameplay alone be enough to save the game in an era where people got a progression fetish? I don't know honestly. But hey, at least the DLC is free, right? Anyway, that is all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. EA, I hope you sort this mess out. And I'll see you on the battlefield.
Set him up or knock him down.